Hey ladies and gentlemen, this is a quick lesson tutorial for how to build shape number 2 using TinkerCAD. Shape number 1 and shape number 2 need to be on the same work plane, and please be sure to rename your file shape 1 and shape 2. Okay, I'm going to rotate around it just so we can see it completed. And you are welcome to build shape 1 and shape 2 in any angle, but your shape should be accurate. I'm going to go and head into my TinkerCAD file that has shape 1 built in it already, and then I'm going to be adding shape number 2 to it. Okay, so here we are. We have shape number 1 built, and now what I want to do is add shape number 2. Okay, and shape number 2, it's kind of like that U shape or that backward C, or you can even build it as a forward C. Going to click a box, hold it, and drop it onto the work plane. I need to do this 4 more times because there are going to be a total of 5 boxes. However, one of the shortcuts that I learned is that if I copy and paste, sometimes it's a lot easier and faster for me. So I'm going to do that right now by clicking on the box and then going up to the copy and then the paste feature. It's going to put it slightly to the right of my shape, so when I click on it, I can move it where it needs to go. Okay, so I'm going to move it here and then work my way around it so I can see it a little bit better. And when I line it up, I want to make sure that it's not overlapping and it is, um, in contact with the shape that is there already. Okay. From this angle, I can tell it's off a little bit, so I'm going to come over and see if I've got it now. I'm going to try and get a top side view of it, a better top side, and it looks like it is lined up much better now. Okay, so I'm going to take that shape now and copy and paste it again. And I need one more, and this is a good angle for me to make sure that it's lined up. Okay. Once again, I could zoom in, make sure that there's no gaps and no overlaps. And in this case, yep, there's a gap. So if I come over it, ooh, zoomed out too much, and click it, I can move it over maybe just one more click to the left. Oops, I did the wrong thing. So I'm going to actually click back and click out, click, and let's drag it. There we go. All right, so I took that gap out. And once again, going to do a copy and paste and add my final 2. All right. The thing I found is if I am careful and I am not clicking those squares, it's a lot easier to get it where I need it to go. Okay. And one more copy and paste, going to do that here. And this one I'm going to drag back here. Okay, so let's rotate around it. Let's make sure that there's no gaps. This looks like I successfully created this shape. Once it is what I want it to be, I can click with my arrow, drag, and put all of those pieces of the shape in that box. That will allow me to move the shape as one. Okay, I could do that with this if I need to reposition things. But I'm also, just going to make sure I don't have any gaps. Sometimes it's really helpful to center and then zoom in on your shape and then just verify that there are no gaps in between your pieces. So hopefully this information is helpful, and this is a lesson tutorial for how to build shape number 2.